I was so upset with Joe Rogan. I was so upset with him. Joe has a history of doing this, and I do not know why he does it. And it's inappropriate and it's infuriating, but he has no ill intent. So I'm not mad at Joe. I called Joe yesterday. I called him to talk about this. The pay-per-view starts, and Joe Rogan is covering Colby Covington. For reasons that are unknown to me and that I will never understand, he decides to say that Colby Covington has come out and said crazy things to garner attention and get your pay-per-view money. To explain to you how wrong that was of Joe to do, I would need this entire show. First off, Captain Obvious, you don't ever disclose the business. You don't ever turn on the business when you're in it. Any business. Business is not just about profits and losses. It is about maintaining information and company secrets. If Colby Covington is coming out and looking for attention so you'll buy the pay-per-view, then God bless him. You're either a worker or you're a mark. And if you're not smart enough to be a worker, then you're a mark. But a lot of people want to be one, myself included. I really enjoy that. Don't ruin the show for me. And don't think because you have some better understanding of a sport that has made you filthy rich when you've never once had to throw a punch, that you can come out and reveal a guy's trade secrets. You're not helping him in the least. And now you're allowing the audience in on something. You're removing a fourth curtain that never should be removed. And while us hardcores and us in the industry get it, it's not your place to do it at all.
Whew, that's some heat for Joe Rogan, courtesy of the one and only Chael, Sonnen, the American gangster. I get what he's saying. I really do, man. I never looked at it like that. I've never tried to look at an MMA fight from the people who are announcing the fight. I've never tried to look at anything from their perspective. All I do is look at it from a fan's perspective, and I honestly agree with Chael Sonnen. But on the other hand, I understand where the energy that Joe Rogan is expressing comes from. Why? Colby Covington, he gets a whole lot of people in the MMA community riled up, including MMA fighters. I feel like he just felt the need to reiterate that Colby Covington, aside from Damian Maia and now Rafael dos Anjos, he basically what got him to the dance of the main event was the trash talking. And though be it that Chael Sonnen said, he's divulging industry secrets, I get it. It's sort of like, yeah, we don't necessarily see a day of the fight, but we know as MMA diehards and even casual fans, like if you know anything about MMA as a casual fan, you've probably heard about Colby Covington. You know what got him to the dance, and maybe you are trying to get other people into MMA and they don't know what's happening. So I can see both sides of the story, but man, I didn't expect this heat from Chael Sonnen, man. This is heat. I'm a huge fan of both of them. But yeah, I understand where he's coming from. It's a straight up industry secret. Yeah, it's not as sharpened down and tightened up like a suit or like Mark Zuckerberg's whatever. But yeah, man, I truly understand where he's coming from. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I am out.
We couldn't find Aldo, so I started calling Waldo. Jose Waldo. Hashtag Jose Waldo. And tell him meet me in Brooklyn in February. Let's get the real one. Let's go, Canada. I love